When it comes to your own health and fitness, imagine you could achieve more in 3 weeks than most are in 3 months. Now, when it comes to health and fitness, a lot of people are struggling, whether that's they've got low mood, no energy, they struggle with their sleep, they exercise but they're not experiencing the results that they think that they deserve, they've got a lack of, let's say, motivation and aspiration to go on and achieve, so they often give up and they start again and then they fall straight back into, let's say, the same behavior patterns. Now, I get it, because that would have been me many years ago, and I still often experience times and periods of my own life where I come up against those obstacles. But I have a system that works for me, which I call H21. It is something I've been using for a good few years now, using different methods that I've basically brought together. What it does is it helps people to create better habits, but in a way where they stick. You don't just kind of have this idea and for some reason you can't be consistent with it. Helps people to reduce their stress levels, because if we've got too much stress, thinking about exercise and eating well never really works good for you anyway. And we use a bit of support and accountability to help bring that together, because yes, we can get results on our own, but when you do it with other people who are on your side, things often work better for you. Now, this is all built around 2 main areas where we're going to give you more focus, or you're going to give yourself more focus. We're going to help you to build, create more energy and look after your own energy. And when we bring them 2 things together, people are often more motivated. And when you're more motivated, you're going to start doing more of the better things that serve you. And you'll also be consistent with it. And when you're consistent, you get better results. Who wouldn't want that, right? We do this over 3 areas, like your mental fitness, mental health, your emotional fitness and health, and the physical side of it, right? So we want to give you more direction, more focus, give you a plan of what you need to do over that month. And then we'll work on your behaviours and your habits, the things, the nuts and bolts that are going to make that happen, but in a simple way, in a fun way, in a way that will make you want to do it rather than feel like you're having to do it. And then we'll also help you, give you strategies to help combat your stress levels, because we're always going to be stressed. There's so many different ways we can be stressed in life, but if we can give you ways that will help dampen that, it's going to allow you to make exercise plans work for you, nutrition plans work for you, and when them things come together, good things start to happen. Now, what it isn't, right, this isn't a training plan, it's not a personal training program. I do that anyway, that's a different service, which is something that I can help you with, and if that's for you, that's a different conversation, so just reach out. What it is an implementation program. It's not about me just giving out more information, although that can happen. It's about me helping you to implement the things that you already do know, and maybe the new things that you're going to learn from me anyway, so we can build on that, we can create momentum and give you more consistency to succeed. Now, who it's not for people who think, oh, this sounds like another good idea, or I'll give that a go, and they're never really truly committed to it. It's not for them people. It's for people who've decided, yes, I don't like where I'm at, I need to give something a go, stick to an idea, stick to a way of doing things, and not give up when things don't seem to be working, because this will help you succeed if you allow it to, right? So just make sure that you're 100% committed to giving this your all. Now, what happens is we get these different scenarios where people either they don't know what to do, which is simple, because then we just need to help you learn a certain thing, a certain skill set, or they know what to do, but they're just not doing it. This is absolutely for them, because if we can get you doing the things that you already know, but in a way where you're more consistent, you're going to start to make things look really, really easy, and your friends are going to be like, what are you doing that I'm not doing? Because you knew exactly what you was doing before, but for some reason you're not getting the results, okay? Or there are people who, they do know what to do, they are doing it, but are still not getting results, okay? This is absolutely for them too, because as you will experience with this program and the way we do it, we can pick up on patterns and pick out the red flags of why that's possibly not working, and it will allow you a way to identify that and then change it more easily. Because most people kind of like, they go into the gym or they start an exercise program or a nutrition program, and they don't really kind of have it all mapped out. So there are things that work and things that don't. Well, when you don't see it visually or have this strategy behind it or plan, unfortunately people often change the whole thing and start again. And what happens is they override the things that were working and change the things that weren't working, but add things that still aren't going to work, and then they get in this mess and they get nowhere and give up. So we don't like that, I don't like that, and this is certainly going to help you kind of like get over those certain situations. So that's an overview of my H22 program. I could go on about this a lot more, but this is just to kind of identify those people who are interested, and we can have a chat about it, and we can see if it really is for you. And if it's not, that's fine, that's absolutely fine. This is just a process where I really want to get people on board who are totally up for it and ready for me to help them this year. So hope to speak to you soon. Take care.